Here, and I'm going to tell you about my second assessment task, which is my creative self-branding. First, I started with research and researching my personality, my nationality, desired area of study, favorite activity, preferences for creating, and design style. And I started to research some logos, and in this point, I didn't know which kind of logo style I wanted to go to. And I just started to research for logos of brands that I am familiar with or that I really like. And in this page is like series of images of fonts, which is, as you can see, I really like serif fonts, which they have like this really cool combinations of uh, thick and thins, sharp and curves, sharp edges and curves. It's really amazing how they manage to pull this off. And because my favorite color is blue, and which is obviously, and that's why I started with the color blue aesthetics. And because blue is complementary to orange, and I don't think that orange would be a good color for my product, and that's why I started to think of another alternative, and that's why I resort to gold, which is kind of similar to orange because it's kind of like the combination of orange and yellow and some white. And from gold, I branched to silver. It's like a bit similar, but a little bit subtle, I guess, compared to gold. And this is the page of my basic items, like normal everyday items. And this is the page of some really creative items, such as this ice tray shoe rack, uh, and then this microphone shower heads, and unique fashion accessories, unique watches, unique headphones, and really creative. And for the second stage, which is the concept design, which is where I started creating stylescapes. And for the first stylescapes, I tried to create like a furniture with a Y2K style, which is a fashion style, and I think that could be an interesting idea to try. And for the second stylescape, which is a fashion accessory, like a face mask, but it's not like an everyday face mask you would normally see. It's made of like really unique materials such as metals, acrylics, and much more. This is something that I have interest in quite some time now. And for the third one, because I just got an headphone, and I think I would love to design my own headphone and like, create my own design, my own with my own style. That would be really interesting. And for the mind map, it's just a tool for me to like reassure myself or where to go, like what kind of material I'm going to use, colorways, and the product itself. And finally, I've chosen the face mask or the fashion accessory as my creative self-branding item. And I started to create some logos using my nickname, which is JOE, which is what they called me back then in Indonesia. And in this stage, I started to use abstract shapes and started to combine different letters into one. And this is what I came up with the first time. And I really liked this, like the unity between three different letters into one. And from that part, I started to like change the composition and remove some of the letters, which is what I came to this, like J and E, which is mostly like what famous brands do, like Louis Vuitton with LV. And I started refining the sketches, and I started to sketch the self-branding item itself because because I already know what kind of logo style that I want to go to. That's why I used the refined sketch of my logo and I put it into my self-branding items designs. So, which as you can see, I put in the logo design here into the items concept designs. So it really uh, blends well with the item, which creates like this really unique style of mine. And yeah, and I started to refine them with by tracing them one by one. And in this third step is the step where I can show you my design process with starting with my logo by tracing them in Adobe Illustrator, creating the vectors, and for the items as well. And this is the first time that I've used Blender, where I looked up different tutorials on YouTube and internet on how to create a material, how to like import an object or a model. And in this stage, I really wanted to add something unique to my design, not just like a normal face mask. And that's why I added like a pair of glasses from a deformed cube by by deforming the cube into like really unique shape of glasses. And this is the part where I played with colors and lightings in the blender. And the final part, which is the finished art, which is the black on white logo, white on black, and this is the side by side comparison. And this is the first version of my final art, which is the silver version one, which I chose silver because this is one of my chosen colors from my previous stage, to be exact, the research stage, which is I found like different silver aesthetics, and that's why I chose the color silver to make it easier for me because yeah. And this is with the model and different background. And this is the second version, which is a combination of blue and gold, which is what I really liked of how they turned into purple. And this is with the model because I wanted to show you the details that I've put into in this in creating this item. And this is with the model again, with the background and the reflection statement. So I really enjoy my process here because I'm really interested in the product that I'm creating. Just like that I told you earlier, I'm really trying my I've been wanting to try Blender, and yeah, and for the difficulties, like of course there are difficulties because I haven't used Blender, and I have zero experience in Blender, so I just started to look for like YouTube tutorials and stuff. And the first challenge that I found is to like find the item first. Like I didn't know what to create, and it took me like quite some time to like find the materials and finally decide it. And after deciding the item, I had to think about the logo design itself because I wanted to create this unique combination between the logo and the item so that it can blend well between each other, like what I did in this assignment. And for the third one, which is the honest critic for myself, I really like how the logo turned out, and because it has this similar characteristics with the item, and it creates like this really unique bond between the two. Like it the logo has this like really really unique shape, and like create like the logo already represents the item, while they also are deeply connected between each other. That's what I really liked because like the similarities, the similar characteristic, similar designs, and as much more. And some people would in the design industry may like it, I think, because despite my lack of skills in Blender, I tried everything to make it look as unique as possible, because it is a fashion accessory which people can wear to parties, fashion shows, or any other events. And its design was mostly inspired by Y2K fashion style, which is like a quite popular style, and a lot of people liked it. And it also has like this unique pair of glasses that I deformed from a cube. And yeah, like really, the concept was like it can function as a virtual reality headset, and they will able to like change or customize the color or the design itself of the face accessory from the classes. That was the concept. And if I could redo this assignment, I would have tried to experiment more in Blender, like uh, try to experiment with different materials, different colorways, also try to create like a better background and a better model rendering. Yep, I think that's all for my presentation for this assignment. Thank you very much for this opportunity, because if not, I wouldn't have tried to learn Blender, and I think this has been quite a very challenging and exciting experience for me. Thank you, TV.